Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. His name is Mike Brenner. My name is Peter Loshak. We are the Odds Couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com. Today is Wednesday, January 18th, and you know what that means, Mike Brenner.
Close. When is it?
That means that in 2 days, President Donald Trump, and as you know, Mike Brenner, you don't follow political props at all.
But I follow political people that shouldn't be in that office. But guess what? If he is, he'll probably do better than what could have been in that office.
I love to look at political props. The books do offer them. Of course, we covered the election odds.
You nailed the state.
Yes, I did. I had some mixed results with the election predictions, but my predictions were way better than the mainstream media. My predictions, to refresh your memory, I gave Hillary to win Nevada, which cashed.
I heard you were really sad when she lost. I heard you flew to the States and voted.
No.
Is that true?
No, you can vote remotely, but I did. I said bet Hillary to win Nevada, which did cash. I did say early on that I thought that Hillary had some value at minus 250 or whatever it was. Then though, I saw the polls coming in, and you remember I said we have to do a second video. I said because the market is off, and then I didn't actually. Trump was an underdog, so I said Trump on the spread, quote unquote, the margin of victory or the margin of loss was the best bet in that one. So, and that one was a winner. So I had two winning calls and one losing call at minus 2. So I basically broke even. But again, that was
there was a
less
lady
bad
senator somewhere or whatever that you had called also on a futures in one of the Maryland races or whatever.
I don't know.
You forgot already.
Anyway, the book Paddy Power, the Irish sports book, is offering prop
my God!
odds
Is that the same book that
yes,
literally paid that
bet
out?
For people who follow what Mike Brenner is referring to is that Paddy Power in the general election, actually, for whatever reason, we were assuming marketing purposes.
Wondering what the hell was that about?
What they did was they paid out the Hillary futures odds
Before
a month early.
Vote.
Yeah. And then, of course, when Trump won, they couldn't take that back, so then they had to pay out the Trump futures odds, and they took a multi-million-dollar bath
but guess
on that
what?
one.
They might be involved in the fix. They could be involved in some kind of fix. Let's think about it.
No. The books don't fix. Books don't fix. No, books don't fix results so that they lose both sides. If they're going to fix
they might have got paid off to lose both sides, Pete.
Know.
That was a genius marketing move. It still has people scratching their freaking heads.
Anyway, so the point is that Paddy Power is now offering prop odds on the inauguration and also on certain things regarding Trump's.
I can't picture that man in that White House living there.
No, yeah, he's living there. Oh, yeah.
That hair.
So, all right. So, inauguration prop odds and also some Donald Trump his specials regarding.
Well, what is somebody said the odds
change
for who would be the first secretary that he has an affair with or something. Is that up there?
I don't know. Anyway, they do have odds like that. We can talk about.
How many times will he be divorced while he's in the White House?
Don't know. But here are the prop odds that Paddy Power is offering. There's some interesting stuff. A lot about his inauguration speech. Big question, big prop that they're offering is which of the popular words and phrases that he likes to say will he say first? Now, of course, "Make America Great Again." His slogan is the favorite.
He wears it on his hat.
It was actually 5-4 yesterday. Now it's gotten bet down.
What's the number? What's the total?
It's gotten bet down to 2-1. So obviously they've made the odds longer. So it's getting people are betting on other things.
How many times you think he'll say it, Pistol?
Oh, we'll say it a lot. The question is here.
I'm just wondering how many times you think. Just give a shot in the dark.
I have no idea. That's not one of the props here. But they're asking. He has to say it first. That's what the prop is. So
got to say it first. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So others that the second choice is job creation. I think that's a bad bet. Islamic terrorism 10-3, and then you have innovation, which is interesting, but kind of
what's this world come to? We're betting on this shit.
Yes, we are.
Holy
and then the ones that I think might be interesting.
Islamic something. Okay. Hey Jimmy, I can see it now. I'm going to call up one of my guys. Hey, put your money today on the Islamic whatever. Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
The ones that I think.
Me, I'm just losing.
That's okay. The ones that I think might be interesting are the countries. Now Russia is 5-1. I think that's a bad bet because
you love this stuff. You love this stuff.
Yes, I do. I think that Russia is a bad bet because I think that he's obviously not going to draw attention to that debacle. China is 6-1, and that might be a good bet because of course Trump loves to slam China. That's something that his one of his calling cards, and there's not a lot of controversy surrounding that.
Yeah.
So if you're going to, obviously he could start out the speech by saying we are going to make America great again. There's another prop that you'll cash if he if he mentions it earlier. We'll get to that in a second because Mike Brenner, I have this whole thing thought out here.
I know you do. I'm telling you right now, I'm sitting here scratching my head where you find the time. You're a freaking genius with this stuff. No, come on.
Okay. Well, basically, there's also a prop for when in his speech he's going to say, "Make America Great Again" for the first time. So what I would do is I would bet that he'll say it inside 5 minutes at 4-1 and hedge that out with, that's a hedge against some of these other words. I think China at 6-1 might be worth a bet because, I think Russia's a terrible bet at 5-1. China at 6-1 I think is good. Job creation, Islamic, and the other thing is he has to say these.
What's the injury report looking like for Islamic?
He has to say these phrases specifically. So he has to say Islamic terrorism. So if he just says terrorism without Islamic, it doesn't count. Okay. If he just says Islam or Muslim or anything like that, he has to say Islamic terrorism. Same thing with job creation. If he just says jobs, doesn't count. If he says, we're going to create jobs, doesn't count. He has to say job creation.
Wow. Now, you've studied this, you've researched this, and so I'm sure you're probably going to watch and track this. What happens during the middle of that, Pistol Pete? And hear me out. If you find out a second half on Stony Brook is just too good to be true, what are you going to do?
Oh, I'm not going to watch this. I'm just going to bet on it. But so my point is that I think that picking the countries here, North Korea is 10-1, Russia's 5-1, China's 6-1, and in that case, all he has to do is say the country, right?
Gotcha.
He doesn't have to say Chinese or just China in any context, and you cash.
I get
right?
you. Okay.
So another one is interesting is fake news, but that's 10-1. I think he's also going to stay away from fake news.
Stuff is. I'm telling you, my buddy Eric over there, where we were at the condo when we did the videos, that day when I was doing those videos that weekend, he schooled me on this fake news stuff. I literally did not know nothing about it. That is very interesting. I'm not kidding.
Yes, that is
an
interesting topic for sure.
Eric, props to you, buddy. I'm sending this to you.
Okay, and then of course
fake news.
And then of course Obamacare is also one that could. He's definitely going to mention it. Will he mention it first? Probably not. But that is 16-1. So
I don't think that's going to come up first. I think that will be towards the tail end because he's already parlayed off of that.
Absolutely. So I think that. The best bet out of the first word that he says, the first phrase that he says that's not "Make America Great Again," which again we're going to hedge out with an early 5-minute bet, is going to be China at 6-1. And, everything else is, there's...
Is it not on there, the other one?
What?
How's my hair look?
Nope, that's not on here. All the joke ones are on here, but I'm not going to get into that right now. I think China at 6-1 might be worth a shot. And then what you have is Make America Great, the Make America Great Again prop when he's going to say it. And, of course, you can also bet that he's not going to say it at all. I think it's guaranteed he's going to say it. And I think he's going to go for it. This is not a guy who does subtle stuff, right? That's his big slogan. His followers love it. He's going to hit him with it within the first 5 minutes, which is a long time, Okay,
but I got news for you. I don't think this guy's going to come in with all the steam and motor engine and all that because I don't think he really thought he could win. And then when it got reality, bottom line, buddy, I think he's already been trained. He's already conformed to the system. Yeah, he's not going to change anything.
Right? No, but he's going to say his say his slogan.
He has to. He's got to. He will.
Sure. So I think that a good hedge bet here, and you could easily win both, of course. If he says China first and then says Make America Great Again within the first 5 minutes, you win both. That he says Make America Great Again within the first 5 minutes, actually 4 minutes and 59 seconds, pays 4-1 at Paddy Power. And
when the hell did you put all this together?
Well, it's just on Paddy Power right here.
Well, I'm saying obviously you got your hedges, you got your this and that. You've been looking at this, Pistol Pete.
It's just two bets, and then China is 6-1. All right, so that's
I'm impressed. I love it.
Yeah,
I am.
And then there's a bunch of other kind of less interesting props. There's the USA TV viewership, which is I think not that interesting.
Now,
of a prop.
Is there any kind of prop for if his family talks? Like, what's his daughter's name? The one that she's real sharp.
Not talks, but there are odds on who will attend the inauguration and who won't.
Yeah.
For example, and the person must be shown live on TV during the inauguration. So I guess if they attend but they're not shown on TV,
it's got to be Melania, whatever her name is. What's her name?
Melania Nas. Well, she's definitely going to be there. But
she's definitely pretty hot.
But Hulk Hogan 3-1, Kanye West 3-1, Mike Tyson 10-3.
Hey, throw them all for a loop and get his old ex-wife. Remember Ivanka or whatever, Ivana Trump? Get her on stage.
There's not odds for her.
She still likes him,
But yeah, so yeah, you
Hulk
can bet.
Hogan. Are you kidding me? Who in the hell wants? Are you kidding me, Pete? He's really on there.
Yeah, he's on the list. I think that people are expecting him to be there if he's 3-1, one of the favorites. And then, of course, there's the length of the speech, which you can bet on. That one I'm not going to.
I'm blown away. I am blown away. You just said that. And Kanye West, wasn't he just in the mental hospital, wrapped up in a fucking rubber room 2 weeks ago, and he's going to be at the inauguration?
Well, the reason because Kanye West actually met with Trump. That was all over the news a few weeks ago. So that's why they're thinking that he might be there.
I'm out. Help me out of this. I'm not kidding you. This guy was in a rubber room 2 fucking weeks ago. Excuse my language, but now he's going to be at the inauguration. Inauguration. Hulk Hogan, last thing I heard of him, somebody was selling a sex tape, and he's going to settle for a bunch of money.
Yeah.
What the hell happened, Pete?
Well, right. I mean,
they've been trumped.
Money.
They were trumped.
Listen, it's two Americas, one for rich people and one for everyone else, and Kanye West and Hulk Hogan are
glad
part of
we're
that.
in Costa Rica, baby.
So,
Holy
Kanye West
cow.
3-1, Hulk Hogan 3-1, and then as far
I'm
as
glad we did this last today, because you know what? If we'd done this earlier, this would have screwed me up for the rest of the day, Pistol Pete.
Okay, and then for the which phrases that he'll say first, of course, there's Mexican wall, fake news, Obamacare, and I think China at 6-1.
Mexican wall. Where's that check going to come from? Remember that? Who's going to pay that debt?
I think that at 6-1, it's worth a shot. So that's my take on the Trump inauguration props.
It's definitely not my take, but yeah, because it's your take, because I didn't know any of that existed, Pistol Pete.
This goes on Friday the 20th. You can bet this at Paddy Power and I believe Ladbrokes and some other books.
I'm just trying to picture calling a client and saying, "Hey, I need you to put 2 units down tonight on Hulk Hogan." Are you kidding me?
The limits on these props, of course, will be
and hedge the bet with Kanye West. They're going to think I'm crazy and been drinking again.
Yes, the limits are relatively modest, but they're definitely fun props. And again, I do think that
I'll shut up, Pistol, because I'm blown away.
I do think that the 2 bets that I recommended have some value, and that's our coverage of the prop odds for the Donald Trump inauguration Friday, January 20th. Mike Brenner.
Kanye West.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.